Okay. Can you please state your name and your age for the camera?
My name's Carolyn, and I'm 50 years old.
Are you 50?
Yes,
Are you 50?
I am 50.
How old will you be in 2024?
51.
Okay, thank you. Do you know how old I'm going to be in 2024?
You are going to be 20.
And what is that?
A decade. It's 2 decades.
2 decades.
2 decades.
And you have been my mom for how many?
2 decades.
2 decades, right, correct. How would you evaluate yourself as a mother for those 2 decades?
Mediocre.
Okay. So, get down. Do you have any idea what's happening today?
I have no idea what's happening today.
Well, welcome to my first conducted interview, as I am interviewing you to see if you're still eligible to be my mom for the next 2 decades.
Excuse me. Okay. I really hope I pass.
Because you were really good up till 10. 10 was solid, and then up to 20 was really good as well. You have good advice, but I want to see what you can offer me as a 20-year-old and for the next 2 decades of my life, so up till I'm 30. Up till I'm 40. First question is, what year did you turn 20?
30 years ago.
What year?
Just wait. 2024 minus 30. I can't do the math.
That's already a strike. So how many years ago were you 20? You're 50 now.
30 years ago.
30 years ago. So do you think since you were 20, 30 years ago, you still have the skills to help me through these years?
Yes.
What is your first memory being a 20-year-old?
Getting married.
As you've just stated, you got married at 20. How do you feel about your daughter being 20 and in a committed relationship? Would you recommend getting married that young?
If you felt like you were ready, yes.
But what do you think when people get married at 20? Be honest.
Well, I think it's young. Like, there are things that I wanted to do that I didn't do because I got married.
It's all because of Todd.
Well, it's not his fault. I just married someone that didn't like to travel. Well, and I was still in university.
So you wouldn't recommend getting married at the ripe age of 20?
Well, depends.
Strike 2. I wanted my mom to tell me to be an independent woman and not marry a man right away. Get ready, ladies, and watching this video, you might be my new mom. How old were you when you had kids?
26. Yeah, I think I was 26 when I had Aiden. 29 when I had you. Or was I 30?
You might have been 30 since it was 30 years ago since you were 20. But no, it's 31 years ago since you were 20 if you consider being 51. So you were 29. No, you were 31. What?
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, obviously.
What age would you recommend starting a family now?
When you're done university, if you've gone to university.
What advice do you want to give all the 2004 babies for living their 20s?
Be nice to your mom.
Who's your favorite kid?
Don't have one.
Who's your favorite daughter?
Don't have a favorite daughter. Olivia. I'm kidding. Of course you're my favorite daughter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take that, Stacy. I am the prettier one. My twin is really ugly. Right?
Right. Are you going to look after me when I'm 80?
What do you have?
Worse memory.
Yeah, I can handle that. As long as you don't come as a package deal. I'm only taking one parent. You guys might have to get a divorce, I don't know. 80, only taking one. Aiden can take the other. Dad, I'll take you.
A little bit afraid of you.
Okay, yeah, here's a question. If you could pick any child to live with in the future, who would you choose?
What age would I be?
Whenever you would need to move in with us.
Oh, I see. So, like, you'd be looking after me.
Who would you choose?
I feel like Aiden would have more patience with me.
So you'd choose Aiden?
I don't think I'd have a choice. But if I did have a choice, I don't know. It would be hard to choose. I guess it would depend how many kids you have.
Who is your favorite partner out of Aiden and I's partners?
Oh, I can't answer that.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Okay, you gotta take a shot then. Let me get the tequila.
This is so bad. You can't do this to me.
So no.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Who's your favorite partner out of mine?
Considering one was online and I never met them.
Redacted.
What's that mean?
Not included. That doesn't count. That's fake information. It's redacted.
You didn't have any other boyfriends.
Redacted.
Tage.
Yay! Good job. You beat all my thousands of boyfriends. Who's your favorite crush I've ever had?
You would never tell me who your crushes were, so I had no idea.
Because there's no good options. I hope they're not watching. Next question. What's your favorite phase of mine?
I loved ballerina hip-hop Veronica. Oh, and musical theater Veronica. Those were fun years.
Do you want to expand on those?
Like The Little Mermaid. Mm-hmm. You were in that.
You can watch that on YouTube.
And the hip-hop that you were in.
I won an award.
Did?
I love tapping those toes.
We got in trouble because her hair was in a bun. And then during practice, her hair fell out of the bun. And she was marched right over to me while I was waiting in the parent waiting room and told that I needed to fix her hair or she couldn't dance. Shortly after that, we didn't continue with that particular ballet.
Who was my teacher, Abby Lee Miller? Like, this sounds like Dance Moms.
It was horrible. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I felt very embarrassed.
Who's Cora's favorite?
Me.
Do you actually think that?
No.
So who's Cora's favorite?
Todd.
No, who's Cora's favorite?
Veronica.
Yes. What do you think about my tattoos?
I love your tattoos.
Which one's your favorite?
The seaweed.
What's one characteristic I do that reminds me of you?
You are very kind, like me. Well, you can be very kind. You're very kind to your friends, like I am to my friends.
I'm so nice to you.
She holds a lot in. Your creativity is from me. Well, Dad's creative too.
I think my creativity comes from Dad. In the sense of, like, I'm creative with this type of stuff. That's Dad. But, like, painting and art? Yeah. You. Sure. Yeah, no, you.
What do you think your characteristic is like of me?
My people pleaser attitude. My putting everyone else above me.
Yourself. Yeah, I'd agree.
I think that's something we both have in common because Dad does do it, but, like, not as much.
The best trait to have.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Who do I remind you most of in your family?
Auntie Pam. A lot.
Why?
Because, like, when you walk into a room, it just brightens the whole room.
You just told me I wasn't nice.
Yeah, you're nice to everyone else.
Who bought you the Starbucks?
You did. Who just bought you Blundstones?
My work.
Really?
Yes. Who do you like more, Aiden or me?
No comment.
Okay.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Well. Oh, my mom's joining an a cappella group. Give us a little tune.
No.
I'll go ba 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 ba.
I'm not actually joining it. I'm going to check it out, though.
She is. Strike number 3. She is texting my dad over me right now. Okay, thank you so much for joining us today on this interview.
So welcome, Veronica.
Yeah, and you know what? Let me just analyze my information I've gathered.
From a pop bottle.
Yeah, I wrote it down here. Okay. From all the other interviews I've conducted, I don't think anyone understands me quite as much as you do, and I think I will gladly take you as my mother for the next 2 decades.
I'm so happy to hear that. I'm honored. Thank you.
You're honored.
I'm
You
very
will have a revision in another 2 decades, so stay around. Okay.
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 Love you.
Love you too.